Coming up, Head of State Award Scheme to be under presidency, and KMA Institute's management structure for Central Market. My name is Prince APPIAH. The details now. At least 500,000 young people are expected to benefit from skills training and development from the Duke of Edinburgh Head of State Award Scheme. The scheme is expected to train the beneficiaries in various vocational skills and entrepreneurship programs in the face of high unemployment. President Nana Akufo-Addo revealed the award scheme will directly be put under the presidency to receive the needed support. He was speaking at the media launch of the award.
The Head of State Award Scheme has been in existence for some 50 years in Ghana and has been responsible for equipping many young Ghanaians with skills and experiences aimed at preparing them for life. The programs under the scheme are tailored towards instilling the virtues of discipline and civic responsibility and the obligations of leadership in our youth. Ladies and gentlemen, we recognize fully the importance of education for the growth and development of our country. Our young people are our nation's future and greatest assets. It is important that they develop the skills and confidence to tackle life's challenge and acquire the appropriate values to make them good citizens. I'm passionate about young people. I'm placing the Head of State Award Scheme under the direct supervision of the Presidency. It is my pledge to resource it adequately to empower the scheme, reach out to even more youth in all parts of the country.
According to the CEO of the Head of State Scheme, Peter Anum, beneficiaries will be between the ages of 14 and 24. The HOSA Award has been in existence since 1967, helping to instill discipline in the youth and shaping them to be patriotic. The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly has set up a management structure for the city's largest market center. It comes ahead of the start of the second phase of the KJTR Central Market Redevelopment Project. The move is expected to ensure proper administration of the facility. Similar measures are expected to be replicated for Race Course Market on completion of successful relocation of traders. City Mayor Osei Sibianchi believes the overhaul will improve revenue generation.
Our good old Kumasi Central Market has not been left out. The Assembly has instituted a management structure for the Central Market with an administrative officer as the head and assisted by an accountant. All the sectional heads at the market are now senior revenue staff. The daily toll at the Central Market was also increased from 50 pesos to 1 cedi. And immediately that exercise was done, averagely, the money jumped from 9,000 to 16,000, that is daily. We realized that there was a lot of fake general counterfoil receipts in the system being used to collect monies, which never got to KMA. This issue has been reported to the relevant investigative bodies who are currently investigating staff involved.
Osei Sibianchi is City Mayor of Kumasi. A display of force against Operation Vanguard will be met with equal force. That's according to the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Obed Boama Akwa. This follows intelligence that some recalcitrant illegal miners intend to use some level of force against the task force. The Chief of Defense Staff issued the warning at a meeting with some members of the task force in Obuasi. Mr. Akwa acknowledged the efforts of the task force so far, but says there is more to be done by the force. He wants disgruntled miners to rather resort to legal means to resolve their issues.
That in spite of our best effort, there are still recalcitrant people who are determined for their own selfish ends to destroy the environment of Ghana. The Chamfans are out there on some of the river bodies. In fact, the course of the river itself has been diverted and is likely to lead to major flooding and catastrophe if it is not addressed. Snippets of information that I'm getting. These illegal miners are determined to pose a threat. They have made certain statements. If there are problems, they should go through legal processes, but they should not throw a challenge to the security forces, because it will be matched with equal force and they cannot win. Any direct threat to Operation Vanguard will not be tolerated. So it is a fair warning to all such people who are trying to test our patience.
The Chief of Defence Staff and COP Tete Nyohohu have been visiting the task force based in the Eastern, Western and Ashanti regions. Meanwhile, plans are far advancing to evolve legal officers to the task force. Mr. APPIAH says this will help effective prosecution of recalcitrant miners, which have been a setback for the force.
I realize that if you get adequate transport, we shall be able to saturate the environment with troops so that our presence will be felt in all the areas where we are deployed and beyond. We have also been informed about the need for low-bed transport to enable you to evacuate excavators that are confiscated in the operational area. We are also putting in efforts to meet certain requirements, some of which I cannot make public, to enhance the operational efficiency. To address the problem of prosecution, we are adding legal officers to the OBAT, the order of battle, so that they will help our police counterparts to effectively prosecute those who fall foul to the law.
Chief of Defence Staff Lieutenant General APPIAH. Finally, Good Friday is about to get better for publicans in the Republic of Ireland. Why? Because they can finally toast the Easter holiday with a pint. For almost a century, selling alcohol had been banned on Good Friday, a legacy of Ireland's Christian traditions. But in January 2018, the Irish Parliament passed new legislation which means this year will be different. So what's the story for 2018? And who stands to gain from the change? My name is Prince APPIAH. That's it for the news. Good morning.
I love the way she moves, she grooves, love her shoes, she's smooth. I love her hair and her teeth, love her nails and her feet. I love her laugh and her cry, yes, her lips and her eyes. She's my future, my world, and I love that girl. I love you, Nanekia.
Metropolitan Mix with Mami.